Okay, I'm going to show you quickly how to use FAST to progress monitor your Tier 2 students. You'll start out by logging into FAST at the fastbridge.org website, or you can quickly log into fastforteachers.org and it will also bring you to this website. You will log in using your unique username and password. Remember, if you're not able to get in, you will just email Brian Morris and he will be the one to take care of getting you a new login to do that. So once you log in, you will get to a screen that looks like this. And you'll want to make sure you're on the teacher view. From there, go ahead and find your grade level and your name. I'll be third grade today, and I'll be Kate Erickson. And click go. And there you can see my name is in the upper right-hand corner, and this just makes it easier to find only your students to place into your progress monitoring group. From there, you'll want to go over to the left-hand side and find the progress monitoring tab and just click on it. And there you can see I'm going to create my progress monitoring group. And click on that. Now I'm going to see in the bottom half my available students. Let's see who I have today. Looks like I only have 2 students, Wes Anderson and John Depp. And I'm going to select both of them because they are both Tier 2 students of mine. So you just click on their name, and as I'm clicking on their name, you can see they're being moved into the upper half of my screen. And now they're both ready to be added to my progress monitoring group. Once you've added all your students that you want in your group, just simply click on New Progress Monitoring Group. And this is the screen that you will find. You decide when you want to start this group, the week that you want to start. I plan on starting the week of October 11th. This is going to be a reading group of mine. And I'm going to use, being they're my third graders, I'm going to use 1-minute reads. So the CBMR for English. For some of the lower grades, you might want to be using letter names or letter sounds. If you're doing incremental rehearsal with sight words, you might even be wanting to use something like that. If you want to give them a more unique name, you can add or change what they have listed for you. I'm going to progress once every 2 weeks because this is a Tier 2 group. If they were a Tier 3 group, I would be progressing once per week. So go ahead and switch that to 1 every 2 weeks. When John was screened at the beginning of the year, he was reading 100 words per minute, and Wes was reading a whopping 560 words per minute. But you know what? I'm still thinking he can do better. Now, the system actually goes in and calculates your goal for you, which is pretty amazing. I would suggest keeping this at the realistic level, which is a 1.5 words per minute weekly gain. So at the end of the year, John is his goal is 151 and Wes's is 610. Being you're working in 6-week intervals, you would just simply multiply that 1.5 by 6, which would be 9 words in the 6 weeks. So John would be at 109 words and Wes at 569 words to meet their goal. Okay. Next, the next important tab for you or button is this green plus sign. Okay. Once you get through this section, this is going to apply to all students, so it's really a nice feature. I'm using repeated reading with this group. So I'm just going to type that in as the name of the intervention. The procedure is also repeated reading, and this brings you to a drop-down menu. If you get to this drop down menu and it's not listed, please let me know, and I need to let Brian Morris know, and he can add that to the drop down list. In this case, I'm the classroom teacher, and so I'm doing both the intervention, and I'm also in charge of the progress monitoring for this one. I'm going to meet with my groups for 20 minutes, Mondays, excuse me, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I'm going to follow up in 6 weeks. And once I click create and apply to all, this will, all of this goes right to every student in your group, which is really nice. And now you have set it all up so they will be ready to be progress monitored, but be sure to save your assessment group.